I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Holy moly. I just don't understand. Okay, well, Willis, what's going on? You're the mayor of a town in a tiny town, population 1. So you explain it, Mayor. So what you do then? You shoot the poop. Pow, pow. Fine. I'll do my best. I'll tell you what, you might need to help me explain some of these games because it might be a little difficult to understand. So, well, everybody knows about Tubetown. It's a place that the planet loves, and they like to come from children on up to 8 years old who understand it, on up to mature adults who understand it. But we'll go ahead and explain to everybody. If you want a visual, I tell you what, if you want a visual, you go back and watch the other video when it's turning the bad into good or something like that, I titled it. And that's when me and Wes, Family Adventures with Wes, we had a round of putt-putt. So that'll give you the visual, but I'm going to try and go ahead and give you an idea as to what it's like. Let me put that there. And, Willis. Him time. Whoa. Him time. Whoa. Him time. I thought you were trying to explain the games, but you want some? Whoa. You want some? Whoa. Look at that. You can't even dance without running into the viewers. Please. Tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and dry off a little bit because my dance moves are much sharper than yours. We're going to start off explaining Tubetown and the games. That way everybody's real informed as to what goes on. So the very first game, I'm not sure in other countries, but let me know in the comments. The first game, it's a pretty popular family game in America, and it's called putt-putt. And so the first game at Tubetown is putt-putt hole number 1. And so now what it is, you take a golf club and you hit a golf ball. And now see, at Tubetown is completely different. You use actually a driver. And now on the putt-putt course, the idea is there's little obstacles everywhere that are in the way to kind of make it challenging and fun. So at the other end of the hole, or the other end of the, it's hole, is the hole. So there's some bowling pins, some alligator heads, and then there's a hole in the ground with a flag sticking out of it. That's what they call golf, mini golf, putt-putt golf, something like that. Anyway, and then there's a little bonus cup, and you hit the ball and it goes in that. And at Tubetown, we just make up the rules as we go. But that's putt-putt hole number 1. That's the first game that you play at Tubetown. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. I'll try to explain a little bit better. But if you want the visual, you can go watch the actual whole game of Tubetown being played. I think it was the last video. So, yeah, go watch it. That way you can see. So, Willis, what's the wait, stop petting on chat. What's the next game, Willis? The next game. Okay, well, I think they call it like ladder ball. I call it otter ball. And what it is, you got these 2 balls, and they're on a string. And you got like a ladder thing on the other end. It's got 3 stages, a low, a middle, and a high. And what you do, you get 3 throws each. You have a set of red balls and a set of blue balls. And you take the red balls, if I was on the red team, because I like red, obviously, and you would probably have the blue balls. So what you would do is you take these balls, they're on a string, in which you kind of start swinging the balls. And then you toss the balls. Then you got swinging balls in the air, flying like this. All the way to the ladder. And the highest point is if you land on the bottom ring. Middle ring is the second highest point, and the top ring is the third highest point. Does that make sense? You get it? High point, bottom, low point, top. That's what it is. But basically, you just swing them balls, then try and wrap them balls around the ladder at the other end. So you throw them down, then you throw them back. And whoever gets the most points, you can do it 2 ways. You can add up each round 1 and round 2, throwing it down and back, or you can just do an overall round. So, Mayor, I know that was a little tough. Maybe we'll call it swinging balls. Or, I don't know, we'll think about that. Leave me a comment. Anyway, Mayor, tell them about the next game, please. Man, I don't get it. Tell you what, Willis, rain's coming. We might be stuck on the porch here in a little bit trying to explain all this. I mean, it's a lot to take in, but... Okay, so the next game, it's a really old game. It's called horseshoes. And what you do is you take a pin and you ping, 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 ping. You hammer into the ground. And then you go up, I don't know, however far over you want to go. Because Tubetown, we make the rules up as we go. And you go to the other end, you ping, 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 ping. You hammer that pin in. And then you have these metal objects. They're not actual horseshoes, but they're shaped like a horseshoe. They look like a horseshoe. And what you do, one person gets red and one person gets blue. And so therefore, you throw the horseshoe. And you try to, pink, land it on the stake that's in the ground. Remember, you got to ping, 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 the stake in the ground. Then the next person throws, and then the horseshoe can either land on top of it, knock it out. It's all kinds of different ways. And you get 2 tosses each. Then once you throw it to that end, you come to that end, or you go to that end, and you throw them back to this end. Now that's a pretty old-fashioned game. I'm pretty sure that was pretty easy to understand, but I don't know. Leave me a comment. If you're having trouble, I'll be more than happy to try and explain more. But if you want that visual, go back and watch the other video. So after that horseshoe game, there was a mole hole, but it kind of got weathered, so we had to get rid of it. But there is a game there that hasn't been used yet, but it's called tetherball. And what that is, it's a ball on a string, on a pole. And what you do, well, the balls are flat because it's tube town, but eventually I'll get them pumped up, but you can play it either way. And what you do is one person on one side, one person on the other, and you hit the ball. And it goes around the pole, and the other person hits it back. And the idea is to get the ball going as fast as you can. And get to go all the way up to the top, or all the way up to the ball hits the pole before the other person does. And you can both, and now it was fun for me growing up. I think I just spit. Doing martial arts, because I'd hit it. And then it come, you'd use like a punching bag. It was fun. But that's how that game works. It's called tetherball. And I believe that's probably older than horseshoes. I really don't know, but that's how that game works. Well, then you move on to what, well, we call it's the poop shoot. And what we do is we have an awesome pooper that the viewer sent. It's actually a bucket you can poop in. It's designed for camping stuff, but obviously it's not used for that. What it's used for is shooting the poop. What we do is we take some appropriate colored bean bags that the viewers had sent, one solid, one soft, and I believe you get 4 tries each. And you try it. It's like, remember Bozo the Clown? Some of you may, some of you may not. Well, there was a game where you had like 7 buckets in a row, and you throw a little ping pong ball, and the further bucket, the bigger the prize. Well, this is Tube Town. You get 4 throws in 1 bucket. So what you do then? You shoot the poop. So after that, that one might be a little difficult to understand, but I'm not sure. How do you shoot the poop? You move on to the axe toss. Okay, this one does throw people for a little bit of a loop. Now, the cool thing about like the poop shoot and the axe toss is the viewers that come by can actually play those games. We can actually let you play those games from the fence line. For those of you who are still out of the loop, Tube Town is a private entertainment. It's not open to the public. The public is more than welcome to stop by, sign the guest book, take pictures, play some games if I'm there, but they have to play from the fence line. So hopefully that kind of clears things up for people so you understand that that's how some people are allowed in and some people are not. Because there are special guests that can and absolutely will come and play at Tube Town. However, moving on to this next one that might throw you for a little loop, it's the axe toss. And what it is I got 3 axes and 2 darts. Now, because we have a combination of 2 games, 2 axe throw games. And so I just kind of mixed it up because it's Tube Town, we do that. And so you basically take an axe and you throw it. And there's a bullseye. I just spit again. Probably should get something to drink. But there's a bullseye and you try to hit the axe and the bullseye make it stick. So you get 5 tries, 3 axes, 2 darts. Whoever sticks the most, well, then you won that round. Willis, can you explain some of these other games, man? Because I hope I'm explaining it good enough so they understand. Pow, 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 pow. I gotta explain some of the games now? I'm trying to get my dance on, dude. Fine. Okay, what's the next game? Darts? Okay, well, we have this dart board. It's magnetic. And you have these darts, they're magnets. And they stick to this other board, it's magnetic. And so what you do is you get like 3 of 2 different colors. So you get a total 6 darts, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 darts. And what you do, you can pick whatever distance you want because it's Tube Town and we make the rules up as we go. And you take these little darts and you toss them. And they hit the dartboard and they stick to it. Now, it doesn't matter about points because whoever gets the most darts stuck to the board wins the game. Now, if everybody sticks the darts to the board, well, then whoever's closest to the bullseye. And the bullseye is a little circle right in the middle. That's where you actually try to throw the dart to. But that's the next game, Mayor. Fine, I see how they're shaking their head already. I'll go ahead and explain putt-putt hole number 2. Similar to the first putt-putt hole number 1, same concept. So basically, we have actually, instead of using a driver, you use a chipper. Oh, look, Julia's home. You use a chipper, right? So you start with a chipper, and then it goes around the pins and the alligator mouths and all that stuff, and then you try making the hole that's in the ground or the bonus cup that's on the side. It's really similar to the first putt-putt hole. All right, I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to talk to Julia. So Julia's back. Actually, we got some fan mail, so there's definitely going to be some. Don't forget, tonight, the What You Doing Willis. Hey, that's me, baby. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're doing our live. You want to jump on, join us, have some fun with me and Julia. We have trivia. Oh, and there's Julia right there. How was your walk, babe? So I'm trying to explain to everybody how the games work at Tubetown. Well, at least the mayor was trying to explain, but I'm trying to help him. So, because it's kind of difficult to understand the games. See how confused she is about the games? I mean, can you finish up, Mayor? Man, your dance moves ain't nothing. Anyway, then, okay, so, all right, Willis, like you said, it was just like the first hole. Well, similar to the first axe toss, there's another axe toss. Same principle applies. There's 3 axes and 2 darts. And whoever gets the most on there. So remember, you throw the axe and you try to stick it to the board. And that's how that game works. Axe toss hole. The axe toss hole, axe toss hole, axe toss hole. That's what you try to do. You try to get it right in the middle in that hole. The axe toss hole. Okay, so right after that, there is a game that we're going to have to like move around and figure out something because Family Adventures West ended up shooting one out of Tubetown, and we can't have that. But it's basically like a chipping hole. And so we got a little area that had a little pad that the viewer sent and some golf balls the viewer sent. And what we do is we have a bucket out in the middle. And you have this thing, it's called a golf club. And it's actually a chipper or something like that. I don't know, some sort of golf club. And what you do is you swing it and it hits the ball. And the idea is to try to get the ball in the bucket or close to the bucket. So here's what I'm going to do eventually. I'm going to make a big giant circle area. And that way it's, if you're making a circle area, that's a point. Making the bucket, that's 2 points. You know, kind of make it a little bit more fair. However, Wes ended up knocking one out of the Tubetown, so we might have to rearrange that. But that's basically, it's a pretty simple game. It's just hitting the golf ball. And then it goes on to hole number 3, back to hole number 1 and hole number 2. It's kind of the same thing. It's a real popular American game called putt-putt. Obstacles around it, and the hole, and the bonus hole. And so what you do again, you put the ball on the ground, and you putt it, and you try to make it in the hole. Okay, if you're having trouble understanding, please leave me a comment down below. I will call you and help you understand these games. But again, if you do want a visual, go back and watch the last video with me and Wes playing around a Tubetown. You can see some of me and Julie playing around a putt-putt before the rain came. So if you want the visual, again, I'm trying to explain it. So therefore, if you're visually more oriented, is that even right? Like if you can, I can't even talk. I'm just. So there's one final game left, and this one might be, I mean, it might be a humdinger because it goes. So check it out. It's this big round basket. It's about this high. Has these chains that hang down from it, and you get these things. They're called disc, and they're similar to a frisbee, but what you got to do is from different distances. Woof! You throw that disc, and you try to hit that basket and land in that basket. That's how that one works. So, if you're out there in Tubetown world or YouTube world or the internet or the Facebook thing, and you are wondering, hopefully this gave you a little bit better of an explanation as to how Tubetown works. Tubetown was solely invented for joy, laughter, and fun. It is, again, like I said, a private entertainment, but it is more than welcome the public to stop by, say hi to the fan cam, play some games if I'm there, get something out, get a sticker out of the mailbox. Maybe you'll get the prize, because there's always going to be a prize in the mailbox. If not, somebody just got there before I got there to put one back in it. So for those of you out there who think anything other, I pray for you. And if you ever want to come by Tubetown, I'm there. I'd love to let you play around. So moving on, there's a couple of things I want to address before I get off here, because as the mayor of Tubetown and a tiny town population 1, that somebody in the video that What You Doing Willis posted, because I had to help him a little bit because he doesn't do a lot of work. He's always shellac-a-lacking. At least that's what he says I do, but I really don't think I do a lot of that. But he had posted a video showing the incident that happened with Wes. Now, some of the viewers have mentioned that I wish I would have showed the whole video. Well, the video is in clips, so therefore that was the whole video. That was the whole video in the time period. You can look at the timestamps on it. That's the video how it runs. It's just it goes in clips like that. So therefore, that was the video in its entirety. Some people said that they thought they might have saw, you know, something in his hand. I didn't see anything in his hand. I don't believe that was it. That's the reason why he looked at the camera. Then he walked out of sight of the camera and then did what he did. Obviously, you don't want to do something like that and it be on camera. So for everybody who was wondering and thinking and possibly saying, oh, there's no proof. Well, there is absolutely 100% proof that Wes and Jason were there enjoying and visiting Tubetown, taking pictures, and then we're leaving, and then we're yelled at, and then basically the situation occurred. Another thing, somebody said that I hang turtles in Tubetown. Well, duh, of course I hang turtles in Tubetown. The windsock that the viewer sent, the turtle's like holding on with his teeth, and there's actually a video of that, and I looked for somebody to hang it up, and I hung it up on the basketball net. So if you're wondering about a turtle, because it's been brought to my attention, that's what I did. Anyway, anybody out there who's watching the channel, I appreciate you guys supporting and having a good time with this. Hope you enjoyed Mr. Willis and myself and us trying to explain Tubetown to you. But always don't forget to leave a comment. Say what you think in the comments. Please be respectful. If you don't like me, that's fine. Say what you don't like. I'll be more than happy to respond to you. If you like it, go ahead and put it in there. I think it's pretty much evidence in itself, whatever, that the comments speak volumes for themselves. And that goes for pretty much around the whole table. Didn't mean to interrupt their lunch. Anyhow, it's raining. But before I get off here, I want to mention to everybody, don't forget, October 26th, the Otter Creek Railroad Festival. At this point in time, we on the What You Doing Willis and Tubetown channel has raised enough money for 21 booths and 1 food truck. I think we're only stop at around 3 food trucks and maybe at 50 booths. But currently, I just want to say thanks to everybody who's contributed, who's watching. That's how you're contributing as well. They're watching the videos. And thanks for being along this journey. But yes, we want to, my personal goal is to get pretty much every vendor booth and all the food trucks paid for through the support. And that way, every vendor comes there isn't paying and they're making money. So don't forget, October 26th, if you're out there, if you're close within a couple of hours, please come on down, check it out, support the festival, support the community, and come meet me, come meet Julia. We'll be there. We'll be playing games, having lots of fun, and just having good times and spreading joy and happiness to all out there. So once again, October 26th, don't forget about it. Mark your calendars. And heck, you can also visit Tubetown, baby.